Hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're viewing this video. Thank you for coming today. So we'll give everyone a few minutes to join the webinar in case anyone's running late. But as a reminder, this is going to be a review session about how to use Tutor.com, starring Karen Murphy from Tutor.com. I'm going to present to you all about some information about how to use Tutor.com, and then we'll save some time at the end to answer any questions you may have. But like I said, we'll give a few minutes for everyone else to log on, and then we will get started. Oh, and then as a reminder, if any of you have any questions, if you can either wait till the end of the presentation, or we do have a Q&A function for this webinar, so feel free to put your questions in that Q&A. If you put them in the chat, we may lose them, so just make sure you put it in the Q&A for any questions, and we'll be happy to answer them either live or at the end of the presentation. Mhm. All right. Give it one more minute. All right, Karen, it's 12:02, so I said let's get started.
All right, great. Thank you, Rebecca. And hello, everyone. My name is Karen Murphy. I'm the Director of Customer Success at Tutor.com. I'm very happy that you have joined us today. And I'm just going to share some of the resources you have available from Tutor.com. I'm going to show just a few slides, and then I'm actually going to show your Tutor.com program to you live. And as Rebecca said, if you have questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A, and we will absolutely answer those either along the way or at the end. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Everybody see that okay? I hope, Rebecca, we're good. Again, welcome everyone. Very excited that y'all are here. And so I just want to tell you a little bit about us. So we provide educational support to thousands of schools, school districts, libraries, and we are the sole provider of tutoring support for all the branches of the Department of Defense, which we're very proud to be able to support those individuals as well. In addition, we have tutoring experts in more than 250 academic subjects, as well as test prep areas. The support that y'all have in your program is very specific for the programs that you are in. So you won't necessarily see all 250 because your program is very tied to your areas of study. In addition, we have provided over 28 million one-on-one tutoring sessions since we began in 2000. And we are also a part of this Princeton Review since 2014. So, one of the things I wanted to share is students do have the opportunity at the end of a session to write a comment about their session. This one is one of my favorites that I've seen. So this individual was talking about it was the first time that they used the service. They had some questions and wanted to chat with someone who was knowledgeable. And they said they found exactly what they needed, and they would definitely be using this again. And they wish they'd used it sooner. So there's your tip for you there is to use it sooner rather than later to get the support that you need. And so one thing I did wanted to share, we're going to talk about how to access it from your program, but I did want to let y'all know that it is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 361 days a year. So there's 4 days that we have holidays and for the tutors when tutoring is not available. And that is New Year's Day, the 4th of July, Thanksgiving Day, and then Christmas Day. But other than that, tutoring is available to provide you the support that you need. So to access your tutor.com program, you'll log into your Canvas account, and then you would go under your home tab, and then you would locate the link that says tutor.com 24/7 online tutoring, and then click on the tutor.com link. And this is what it looks like in Canvas for you. And this is where you would go right here is that tutor.com 24/7 online tutoring. And then once you do that, you will launch into your page. And I'm about to show you what that looks like live for you. All right, everybody can still see that, right, Rebecca? Okay, perfect. All right, so this is what it looks like when you log in, everyone. Your name will pop up here. I'm being Rebecca today, so utilizing her account to show y'all a few things. You can take a tour if you'd like to learn a little bit more about tutor.com and how it works. And you can either opt to navigate through the boxes up here or down here in this way, or you can navigate up here on this bar. So either way will get you to where you need to go. So we're going to start with the Connect with a Tutor now. This is that 24 hours, 7 days a week opportunity for you. You will see a little message up here about getting support for career services. And again, you can get a tour of tutor.com and it'll show you how many hours that you have available. So your institution, Johns Hopkins, has agreed to assign everybody 14 hours per semester. So each time you log in, this is be a countdown for you. All right. It'll show you, you now have 10 hours and 30 minutes left, etc. If you happen to run out of hours, another message will pop up for you to let you know who to reach out to request a different additional time if you should need it. So over here, it automatically defaults to English. And well, no, y'all don't have the Spanish subject. Sorry, never mind. Forget that part because that's not relevant for your program. Over here, guys, y'all would select the area that you want to have support in. So I'm going to choose business, and then you could pick the specific area, so economics, finance, etc. Then you can choose either chat or chat with voice. So chat is basically like you're texting back and forth with your tutor, or chat with voice means you can text back and forth, but then you can hear each other. Also, you can type your questions here that you may have that you want to share with your tutor, attach a file, and then hit submit, and then you get launched into our online classroom. So this is what the online classroom looks like. You can chat with your tutor over here, say, I need help with, whatever it might be. This is live, so it goes back and forth, so your tutor will see it. They will respond to you, and you'll keep the dialogue going in the chat box over here. Again, if you had selected voice, you would be able to talk to your tutor as well and hear each other. We have a variety of tools that you can use on the whiteboard. So you can select any of these to use. In addition, you can add text over here as well. And I need help, blah, 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 blah. And it'll save it for you. So everything that you do on the whiteboard is saved, and you can go back and review it at a later time. And I'll show you where your completed sessions are in just a few minutes. If you fill up this whiteboard, it's easy. You just add another one, and you can toggle back and forth between the two to see what you did on the first board, and then come back to the second board. In addition, we have a few other tools for you to use. We do have a code editor. So for any of those or in some of those computer science, those programming courses like Python or Java, etc., you can come in and choose the appropriate language that you need support in and work with your tutor that way. We also have a graphing calculator if you need some support in maybe in like your statistics or other math courses. We have that available for you as well. And the other area you can add to is a word processor. So if there is like a research paper or another written assignment that you need support in, you could, again can talk with your tutor back and forth over here. You can work live at the word processor. You can attach a file for your tutor to review as well. In addition, we have what's called Snapshot via your mobile phone. So you can actually upload something from your phone for your tutor to see as well if it's pertaining to what y'all need to talk about. You also have the option to screen share if you would like to do that. Um, and there's also a few actions over here, like you could raise your hand, you can give a thumbs up if you want to. If you're excited about something, you could do the great job, and the confetti comes raining down. So that is our online classroom. So any questions on that before I jump to something else? Rebecca, any questions with the classroom? Okay. All right. So I want to come back over here to where we were a while ago to connect with the tutor now. Go back to the main page for just a moment. And so where I told you where you can look at your completed sessions, so you go under your My Account and you would click completed sessions, and then it would show you any sessions that you had completed, and you can go back and review those. So it's really nice to, like, if you reviewed something with your tutor and then you couldn't quite remember it all, you can go back and review that session again to get the help and the support that you need. So in addition to connecting with the tutor now, that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week support, you could also schedule a session if you wanted to do that. Some folks opt to do this if they found a tutor that they really, really like and they want to connect with that tutor again. So after the end of one of your sessions, you can actually favorite that tutor so you can remember them and find them again. And that would show up again under your My Account, under your favorite tutors, and then you're able to find that tutor again to get the help that you need. So again, when you schedule a session, you would just come over here and pick the topic that you want, and you could choose next available, and then you could schedule. Click the time to see the schedule for that individual, and so you'd come over here. Usually these are going to be a couple of days out. We don't have usually available same day scheduled sessions. If you needed help right then, that's when you wanted to go to connect on that 24 hours a day. Use that connect with a tutor now. So you could come over here and click Wand Schedule, and then you can choose either 30 or 60 minutes. I actually recommend the 60 minutes just to make sure you have enough time to cover everything that you need to do so during your time with your tutor. You pick the time slot that you want. You select the topic that you would like to have. We're just going to say finance. You can enter your question here, attach a file, and then you would schedule your session. You will receive an email to confirm that or to remind you that you do have that scheduled session. And you can also come under My Accounts and go here to upcoming sessions to see when your scheduled session is. Third way to get some support is we do have the option to drop off your work and get some writing support. You can get live, like 24 hours a day writing support here, but if you wanted to drop off an essay or a research paper or something for review, you can use the writing review, and you just click on that, and you'll put the and you have your choice. So if we have any undergraduate students here, so you can either choose graduate or undergraduate as an option for the courses that you're in, and then you put the topic of your paper. The more information you give to your tutor, the better off you're going to be, because that'll provide the tutor more information to help support you. You can choose where you are in the writing process. I'm just going to pick, I think I still need some help, a lot of work. You could choose which areas that you need additional support in, and then you can describe your assignment, listing the instructions you've gotten from your professor. Um, and then you can also choose the format that you're using if you have any. You attach your file and you submit it. You will receive feedback to you within a 12-hour period of time. It's usually much less than that. It usually happens in about half that time, like 4 or 5 or so hours, but it is within a 12-hour period. So you will be notified via email when your paper is ready for review, and you would come back over here and go to your completed sessions to get that reviewed assignment. So we do have a few other resources for you as well. So for those of you who may be going to law school or medical school or another area where you need to get some practice on some of those tests, you can come here to get additional test prep and study support. You would choose the test that you're wanting to get the support in, and you do get a few free practice tests. And then the last thing is we do have some free financial aid resources as well for you to review. It'll just kind of give you an overview of the FAFSA process, how does it work, etc. When are some of the important deadlines, and all of that. So that is your overview of your tutor.com program. I did want to share a couple of other things with you. So I'm going to switch back to my PowerPoint for just a moment. So at the end of your session, you actually have the opportunity to provide feedback if you would like to do so. It is optional, but we really do like to have students' feedback so we know how things are going with your tutoring sessions. So it'll ask you a few questions. About your tutoring session and give you the opportunity to rate your session between a 1 and a 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. We hope that it's going to be a strong review after your session. And then you have the opportunity to leave some comments as well. So if you want to talk about how great your tutor was, etc., you can do that as well. And then we already talked about that session transcripts are available for you. So you can go back and review those. And we talked about you know, favoring a tutor. And then you also your locker, which is under your account as well. Provide you where you've uploaded all of your different documents that you have. And so um, now I would love to open it up to questions. I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute.
All right, Karen, I don't see any questions right now, but obviously we'll give everyone a few minutes to ask anything else. But I say a few things that I get asked sometimes from students. So uh, make sure that when you do go to Tutor.com, you have to go to it through Canvas. If you try to Google Tutor.com or go elsewhere, you will be asked to pay for the service, and we pay for it already for you. So make sure that you don't Google it. You just go straight to your Canvas portal and go to Tutor.com through Canvas only. All right. And then another thing, just mentioned, if you ever have any issues with Tutor.com, with using it, needing more minutes, or perhaps there's a certain subject that you don't see and will to be added for a topic, just feel free to always contact our team at AAP Student Services at jhu.edu, and we'll either connect with Karen or help you directly with any issue you might be having on the site. So again, any issues, just contact our team. We'll be happy to assist you.
Absolutely.
Karen, are there any other maybe common Q&As that you and your team might get sometimes?
Sometimes I get about subjects. So if they don't see something that they're looking for support in, so if y'all don't see it on the drop down menu, again, that's when you can reach out to Rebecca and her team at the email she just shared and just say, hey, I didn't see, XYZ course, and she'll be able to provide you some more information on that. As to why it's there or not there, etc. And then we can look at that as well. I think the other one is when you drop off a essay or research paper or something to be reviewed, is to the amount of minutes that are deducted from your total hours available for tutoring. It's only the amount of time that it takes the tutor to review your paper. So if it's 30 minutes or 45 minutes, that's the amount of time that is deducted from your total hours available for tutoring. Same thing for your tutoring sessions. If it's 20 minutes, then that's what's deducted. If it's an hour, then that's what's deducted as well. And one thing to note is you do have up to 60 minutes with your tutor to get support. We don't do it longer than that because at that point, usually folks have understand kind of what's going on. They can go back and do the work themselves. And if you still need support later, you can always come back, log back in, and get additional support after you've kind of done some work on your own.
Okay. Thank you, Karen.
You're
I
welcome.
don't see any more questions left, so I guess we'll wrap things up. But just let everyone know, this presentation will be available as a recording on our Canvas site, so you can access it at any time if you need to review anything that Karen has shared today. But thank you all for being here today. Karen, thank you for being here today and for listening on Cheer.com. And again, please make sure you do use the service. It's like I said, it's paid for, it's free, there for you all to use to be supported in your classes. If you have any questions about it, again, feel free to email my team at AAP Student Services at jhu.edu. All right.
Great.
That's,
Thank you,
that's all,
everybody, for
y'all.
being here. It was a pleasure to share with y'all today.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.